Hello, I'm Brandon Mustful, Community Engagement Coordinator at Northwoods Habitat for Humanity, and I'm going to go over the volunteer orientation with you. It's going to be brief. I just want to make sure that you have a good idea of who we are and what we do and what you'll be getting involved with as a volunteer at Northwoods Habitat for Humanity. So again, welcome. Hundreds of volunteers give thousands of hours every year to Northwoods Habitat for Humanity. We really couldn't do our work of affordable housing without volunteers like you. So there's a lot of different areas that you can volunteer in, whether it's the restore on a building site, committees, event planning, things like that. Overall, we just want to make sure that your experience is enjoyable and fulfilling for you. So we're going to go over some history and backgrounds, expectations and policies, safety stuff, program-specific guidelines. Our mission here at Northwoods Habitat for Humanity is building simple, decent, affordable homes in partnership with God's people in need in Beltrami and Clearwater counties. So that's what we do. We build homes for folks that have a housing need, and we focus in Beltrami and Clearwater counties. And ultimately, our vision is that everyone in our area has a simple, decent, affordable place to call home. We've got our principles listed there as well. Our history, Habitat for Humanity International was started in 1976 in Georgia. Here locally, it was started in the late 1980s when Pastor Keith at Calvary Lutheran Church had a vision to help lower income families get into homes. Since that time, we have completed 62 homes. In 2025, we are working on home number 63 and 64. We opened up our restore in 2007, which helps cover operating expenses for the organization. And we started a program called A Brush with Kindness in 2011. Our philosophy, we're an affiliate organization of Habitat for Humanity organization, so they provide support and resources for us. We're an ecumenical Christian housing ministry. We provide no interest loans to partner families. And we want people to know that we do a hand up and not a hand out. So every adult in a partner family puts in 300 hours of sweat equity or volunteer time. So they work alongside of other volunteers to help build their home. We renovate homes with volunteer labor and donated materials whenever possible. We partner with families on their mortgage payments and ensure that they're never going to pay more than 30% of their income on housing, so we keep it affordable forever for them. And we don't discriminate in the selection process. There are three main criteria that folks have to meet. They need to have a housing need, they need to show that they can pay an affordable mortgage, and have a willingness to partner. So our physical location, we have the Restore and our administrative offices here in Bemidji at 1357 Exchange Avenue Southeast in the Industrial Park. The Restore is open Wednesday through Saturday. We do have drop-off hours on Tuesdays. Online, you can find us at habitatbemidji.org. What you can expect as a volunteer with us is hopefully an enjoyable experience, an environment of courtesy and respect, interesting and challenging assignments. You should be given tools and information that you need to be successful. And we do have written job descriptions for all of the volunteer positions that you might have. This is a list of some of the volunteer types and opportunities. There's all kinds of ways that you can help out. So if you want to serve, there's always going to be a way for you to serve with us. Some of the general policies, you have to complete a volunteer application and waivers. You do need to watch this orientation video. We expect you to be here when you say you're going to be here, and punctuality is really important, especially on the build site where in the morning we go over what's going to be done for the day. We have a little safety meeting as well, and everybody needs to be on the same page with that. Drug and alcohol use prohibited, no smoking on the build site. We do background checks. We expect you to dress appropriately, use social media responsibly. Volunteers are covered by our liability insurance coverage as long as you've signed your waivers and signed in on site. And safety is very important. So we do have some safety courses that everyone needs to take. Some more on safety. In the confirmation email you got after you submitted your application, there were links to a video about safety hazards in the restore and then safety while volunteering on the job site. So it's very important that you watch those and that you confirm with us that you've seen them. We don't have any fancy way of verifying that you watched every second of those videos, but we do expect that you'll do that. Okay, so moving on. We do have a volunteer code of conduct. This is very important. If you're going to do fundraising, please ask for our consent to do that. It's very important that you don't disclose any confidential information about our families, about our customers, any information that you might have access to. You should keep that confidential. Don't use our name or emblem for personal gain. We promote a drug-free environment, and we promote a stress-free work environment. If you do have any issues, please bring it up to your site supervisor so that can be addressed. Logging your volunteer hours is extremely important. As I mentioned a minute ago, if you want to be covered by our insurance, you do need to sign in on the build site at the restore. And then you can also log your hours if you do any work outside of, of the build site or the restore. Any kind of personal time you spend volunteering. You can do that at our website, habitatbemidji.org, and go to the Get Involved page, and you'll see there's a button there to submit volunteer time. Volunteering in the restore is a lot of fun. It can be challenging as well. It's kind of a warehouse environment. We recommend that you wear sturdy shoes. Be prepared for it to be hot or cold. We recommend gloves, because you're going to be doing a lot of handling of furniture and other products that you'll be moving around the store. And there's a lot of things that you can do in the restore: stocking shelves, cleaning and organizing, customer service, doing checkout at the cash register, and we'll get you trained in on whatever you feel comfortable doing here at the restore. Volunteering at the build site. That the site location is going to vary depending on where we're building a home. We'll obviously let you know ahead of time where you need to go for that. It's usually going to be outside, so you want to be prepared for the elements. You don't need to have construction skills. You just need to have a willingness to serve and a desire to help in any way possible. So there's a variety of tasks. It really depends on what stage of the building process that we're in. We do have some experienced volunteers that will be on site, and they're going to provide you with guidance. We typically team up someone maybe with less experience with a more experienced volunteer so they can work together on different projects. You can bring your own tools if you prefer, although we do have tools on site as well. And a consistent schedule helps, but you don't need to do that, have a regular schedule. You can just sign up for shifts, again, through our website, habitatbemidji.org, under the Get Involved tab. So just some contacts here. Jerry Hickerson is the Executive Director, and I am the Community Engagement Coordinator. You can always email or call if you have any questions about your volunteering experience. And that's it. Those are the things I wanted to go over with you. So I hope you really enjoy your time as a Habitat for Humanity volunteer. And thank you. Yeah, thank you so much for serving.